Good. Jojo, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to Fight Week.
Yeah, awesome.
You,
Awesome to be here.
you excited?
Really excited. Good to be back on the road and looking forward to the Columbus crowd.
Tell me about that. Is that something that you look forward to? Being able to travel and get away from home a little bit, or does that kind of mess with your routine in other ways when it comes to weight cuts or having the right kind of food that you need?
Yeah, it's always a worry about, oh, is it going to have a tub and how are we going to cut weight? And that's already a stressful time, but uh, I have good people around me. We have the access to the UFC PI, the nutritionists are on point with everything. So that kind of takes the stress away, but it is still a little bit doubt in your head. But yeah, so far so good. And definitely prefer being home for that kind of stuff because I get to cook and stuff. But I love to travel and get away for that we can see different places.
Big opportunity, obviously. High up on the card, co-main event, and a pretty important fight. It seems like for you to be able to get back on track. Kind of snap that skid. Talk to me about the preparation for this one, and is there pressure, I guess, that goes with having lost a couple fights in a row? Is there pressure that comes in a training camp when you have that in the rear view?
For sure, there's always pressure. Just being a fighter itself, we need to win. Just to take half our money away. So yeah, there's pressure, but like everyone says, you try not concentrate on that and just go in there and work hard, lead up to it, and then hopefully it's a good day in the office. Uh, Very excited to get back in there. It's only been a couple of months since my last fight. Even though it didn't go my way, I'm still glad to get back in there and yeah, get back in the win column.
Obviously, this was a matchup that was supposed to take place before. Was there something about this fight, this opponent that you definitely wanted to make sure it got rebooked when it came up again?
Yeah, as soon as I heard Grasso was coming up to flyweight, I was like, geez, I would love that fight. And I think I tweeted her that, yeah, let's do it. I know she's a very exciting fighter. She's very well rounded, but she's also a strawweight coming up. So that's one thing that interested me.
Talk to me a little bit about what she brings to the table. Her skill set, where she's dangerous to you. You did mention obviously that she's up at flyweight now, so some of the struggles that she had before when she was 10 pounds lighter, you would, I guess, have to assume that she's not going to have the same struggles maybe going into fight week now. But what does she bring to the table once you guys hit the cage?
Well, I've heard nothing but great things. She's good on the mic. Uh, so, yeah, I think for me, I'm a fan of watching her fights. She's a great boxer. Like I said, she's very well rounded. And yeah, I think me and her match up really well and make an exciting fight. And that's what I'm always looking for. It'll be good to, like, obviously, she's fought at flyweight before. Uh, but I think me and her, for me, she's going to be the first one that I've fought that's coming up. Everyone else has came down, so that's the thing that excites me.
You feel like you'll have potentially have some strength advantage in there once you guys get in there then?
Or it's going to be like similar.
Just looking at kind of her resume on paper, she's only been put away, I guess, probably one time. She's also not been putting people away herself, so she seems to go the distance a lot. Is that something that goes into your preparation, thinking that this might be a grinder, this might need to drag out for 15 minutes?
Yeah, definitely, especially the way judges score, especially for me. Like, I'm someone that I go for the head, body, and legs. Mixed martial arts supposed to be like, we box, we elbow, we kick, but we've seen it time and time after that these judges are scoring boxing #1, and which for me, I'm like, anyone can throw a punch. It takes more skill to throw kicks and elbows and those kind of things. But for this fight, I feel like, yeah, it could potentially go to the decision, the judges. So I for sure have took that into consideration, that I need to be more volume, more heavy on my boxing, and not be the way I am, like with my boxing, elbows, kicks, and that kind of thing. So mixing it up more. For me, I know I have to have that in the back of my head. She's going to be boxing a lot, so I'm going to have to outbox her.
Even though you've got a couple losses in a row, you're in a division where, hey, it might only take a couple wins in a row, particularly over good names, and you're right there in that mix. You've been doing this for a long time. Title aspirations still the thing that's kind of in the back of your head, where, you know, when you're going through training camps and when you're in the gym each day? Or are you kind of a one fight at a time and let's see what happens after the next one kind of fighter?
It's kind of a little bit disheartening when I think about my journey and then think about the title, because it's like I've been so close so many times, well, not so many times, a couple of times, and then it's just not happened for me. But I'm someone that never gives up, and if it's going to happen, then I need to do my job on Saturday. I need to win and then keep winning, and then it will happen. But I have a good case, because right now Valentina's up there and she's taken out all the girls that are above me and that have fought me. So I've still got that chance because I've not fought her yet, you know. So, but like I said, do my job Saturday, win. As fighters, we have to win to put that case out there.
Thank you so much, Jo.
Thank you.
You said that Valentina's up at the top, taking out a lot of the women that you've already fought. With a victory on Saturday, do you think maybe a match between the two of you in Scotland would be possible?
Ooh, Scotland, now we're talking. That would be a dream come true. So, for sure. Obviously, we don't make the matches. We have to go in there, perform, win. But yeah, that would be a dream.
How much different was this camp than previous camps for you?
I guess I could do more stand-up this camp. And yeah, so that's always fun for me. Yeah, I would say I can put more boxing together for this camp. And yeah, that's only obviously doing the rest, but yeah.
So in all the times that you talk to the media or you've been on the radio or television, you've been asked a bunch of questions, probably mostly about fighting. But what is like one thing that we don't know about you that you want people to know?
Like, what kind of subject would you like, or?
Maybe something about your personal life, maybe a taste in music. Is there a hobby that you have that most people aren't aware of?
I mean, most people that follow me would probably know that I like golf. Like, I like to golf, and yeah. But like I said, if anyone follows me, they probably know that. Personal life, I can't. What do you say, Mr. Wood? I'm sure you've got a lot, but we'll leave that. Yeah.
What's your handicap? Can I ask?
I've never actually done a full course. Hopefully for retirement, that's my plan, to get full, like to get around a full golf course, because it's so time consuming.
Awesome, thank you.
But I got a good swing.
All right, that's great. That's awesome.
Along those lines, especially since you said, you tossed a nod to Mr. Wood, I feel like we haven't checked in. How is married life treating you? Since you talk about the journey, I feel like we saw you come on the scene as a fighter and then watched. Next thing you know, there's a married JoJo. How's married life, and how's that affecting fighting as well?
Yeah, he probably knows more than more than me about myself. Yeah, it's awesome. it still cracks me up when I'm changing my name or someone sees it's just Wood. They're like, what happened to the
As opposed to
first part?
Calderwood.
Yeah, it's like, what happened? So that's still buzzing from the wedding, and it feels good to be a married woman.
That's awesome. Well, just looking back, the last one, just looking at those last fights, even though they were losses, I thought we saw gains. I thought there were great moments of gains that you've had. When you look at those last ones, are there still positives you took away from there that you felt like going to the camps prior to those that you had made gains in areas and that areas of your fight game have stepped up?
For sure, I was winning that round, but that's MMA for you. You know, don't give up until the very last the bell goes. You know, because anything can happen. And for me, I took away what I've been thinking about or trying to work on for my whole career, having my hands up and not getting tall like Muay Thai stance. But for me, for the last camp especially, I was like, geez, you can do everything can go perfect. You can do everything, like turn up early, do everything the right way, and it can still not go your way. And that's disheartening a little bit, but at the same time, when things do go wrong, and things have went wrong in this camp, I'm like, it doesn't matter, you know. It's a fight at the end of the day, so I'm just looking forward to getting back in there and getting back in the win column.
And with her fight style, is this the perfect fight to test the gains that you've gotten in your striking? Do you feel that she's the perfect opponent? Because she always seems willing to stand in the middle and throw hands. Is this the perfect opponent to test to see where your hands where they've gotten to?
Yeah, for sure. I'm always hoping for that perfect dance partner. You know, that we are, you know, the old school Muay Thai way. You know, we're just standing there and we're banging it out. There's no groundwork or no taking it take around. And I think my chances are very high with Alexa Grasso. But obviously she's very well rounded, so you have to be smart and go in there with everything in mind that you have to win. You have to win in the judges' eyes and all that.
Awesome. Thanks, JoJo. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Hey, JoJo, just last one here. This weekend we saw a really great card in London. Molly McCann put on quite a show, crazy finish. Does that put pressure on women's MMA to get crazy finishes like that? Do you see a fight like that, a finish like that, and think, that's what I have to do now? I have to top that. I have to do better than a spinning elbow. Or do you think it's just one-off, we take it as it is and leave it there?
Come on, you're not getting better than a spinning elbow. Like, yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm a little bit sad that I wasn't there fighting, because that card was unreal, still buzzing from it. But yeah, like I said, you're not going to get better than that. It was picture perfect. Happy for Molly, and obviously I'm hoping to keep the momentum going and put on a great performance in the co-main event.
So next card is going to be in Scotland. Yourself, Paul Craig, Casey O'Neill, Molly McCann, the whole crew. That's the plan.
Hey, do you know something that I don't?
I know nothing, but I'm hoping so.
Yeah, me too. I'm hoping for that too.
Thank you.